now. I am the Councillor 5 of Obalanga Sub-County, but this grave here, it's in Obalanga Town Council. Obalanga Town Council, it's a child of Obalanga Sub-County. It's a very sad story for a long time, whereby people are not happy on what happened during the time of the LRA war in Teso sub-region. But all in all, we sought government to come and help us through so many ways, but all in vain. For instance, remember Uganda government joined the ICC, and when they joined ICC, it's a member to ICC, but we are not seeing the impact of Uganda being a member of ICC for a long time. Yes, Dominic Ongwen and other people have been taken to trial in ICC court, and that process is still going on. But when you look at the constitution of ICC, it clearly tells us that there's some contribution which a member country contributes to ICC, and when you read it clearly, it says that there will be some compensation, at least reparation. All that is not been happening in Uganda. People have suffered. It's through education level, more so in the Teso region and Lango. In Uganda, northern region and eastern region, where LRA invaded, people suffered, and in education levels, it became very poor. We are now starting to crawl, to crawl, so that we also catch up with the other side to support regions. But we are not seeing much effort in government to handle that. When you look at the infrastructure, you can look at the nature of the roads. Since the LRA war up to now, most of the roads have been worked on. But when you go to some regions, most of the roads have been tarmacked. We saw to government to look at that and put much effort to make sure that all those social aspects and economically, government should at least been looking at that. But all that in vain. So therefore, we are now asking government, there are families which are more affected here during that war. We have lost our brothers and sisters and our grandparents already. They're not down. But those families are suffering up to now.
Constructed this monument. How has it benefited the people of Obalanga? We receive people who come here to tour the place and they bring in some money.
Since the time when we had bonds, we wrote a proposal through Obalanga Human Rights and Healthcare Association to many organizations. It was Concern Worldwide, Action Aid, Socadido, TEDO, and some few organizations that responded and gave us the burial materials that we used here. I think that is the first benefit that we got. But otherwise, from that time, what we are trying to do is only to have memorial prayers every 15th of June every year, just to try to bring to appease the minds of people, pray for the fallen souls and pray for their families. That is the consolation we are trying as the leadership. But the government to take up a decision to say, can we get down and see how best we can improve on this place and becomes one of the sites that benefits the victims. It has not taken place. We are getting only, I think, the social benefits. Because sometimes the president pledged the Obalanga Comprehensive School, which has been constructed and it's operating. That is a social benefit. But directly to the families that seriously got affected has never been done. Other organizations like ADA have been trying through the trust fund for victims to just get down to the people, give them maybe a God's word. That is the way, only non-governmental organ. But a government program we have not seen up to date. And everybody is questioning what is happening. We have also applied that this place be protected and be taken as a tourist site. Because very many people come here just to see. But because it is just open, they come, everybody sees and walks away. That has been the situation here. Nobody has helped us to really bring this thing out, expose it, to the level that it can begin to become an income generating source so that we are able to support the families of the fallen victims. It has been a dilemma because maybe government has no will to have it like we see in other places. We hear Luero, we hear where there are sites that are benefiting the people through the local government revenue collection. But this one, nobody has taken up to support us. Even the technical institute that was promised by the president has not been constructed up to date. So there are very many pledges that have not been fulfilled. We remain with our trauma together with our people. Those who sustained injury, some of them have died. Other organizations like INET came and helped us remove the bullets, particles that remained in people during that time. And that is the social way we are trying to benefit. But otherwise, government has not exposed the problem here. Because I also invited the Justice and Reconciliation Project, the organization, to do research and establish the gravity of suffering that took place in Obalanga. A report was compiled, but when we wanted to launch, it was denied by the RDC's office of Amuria, and we could not launch the report. And yet the report brings out very many elements that government would have taken as a guide for response. But I think they didn't want to respond to it. That's why they stopped the launching. It is a dilemma.